everybody. I know y'all are seeing a different colored shed behind me. When I say I have wonderful neighbors, I know I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing yesterday. But when I say I have wonderful neighbors, I have wonderful neighbors. Last night, me and my husband slept in the bed of the truck. It was cold. It got down pretty cold. It wasn't very comfortable. Right now, it is currently sprinkling. And it's supposed to rain tonight. And the shed's not being delivered until tomorrow, if it's dry enough. And tonight we were going to be sleeping in the bed of the truck again. My husband and my child had it all set up. Air mattress and extra blankets, make sure we were extra warm tonight. And we had a tarp we were going to put over the top in case it rained. And my son was going to sleep in the back seat of the truck like he did last night. And we were going to close the tarp into the doors and drape it over the bed. And my neighbor walked across the street and he's like, "We have a shed on our building." I'm sure you guess, yeah, on our property that has been cleaned out. So, if you would like, if I can open it, you can sleep in there tonight. So that's where me and my husband's gonna be sleeping. This is everything we had set up in the bed of the truck. And we're going to be sleeping in here where we're nice and dry. That's all his stuff. So, that's what we're going to be doing. So, yeah. I have wonderful neighbors. That's this cabin behind us. So, right now, I'm just sitting out here getting ready for his chickens to go to bed. When his chickens are in bed, chances are my chickens will be in bed. And we'll go close them up and turn in for the night. Alright guys, hopefully my next clip will be my trailer, my shed being moved in. Hopefully.
Stop.
It's raining. We had to go to Walmart. We're on our way back towards the homestead and see how sloppy the property is. My shed's most likely not getting delivered today, y'all. But look at these views. It's just forever. Trees and ridges. It dried up. I mean, it didn't dry up. It's been raining, but it finally stopped raining. So I'm sitting out here. The boys are about to pull off and go get some $5 boxes from Taco Bell. That's all mine too. Probably going to go up in there and clear it out next fall when things start dying off. And I can just start clearing it out so I can see what the ground looks like. I still got all of, like, this is probably about an acre roughly we got cleared off. Not quite. Probably about a half acre we got cleared off. And the guy's going to be here probably in about 20 minutes to assess it and see how far he can get the shed back. He might not be able to get it as far back as we want it, but hey, if he can get it anywheres back, as long as it's 100 foot off the road, I will be more than happy. 100 foot off the center line of the road. And I got me a shower. So, haven't brushed it yet, but I did wash my hair and I got me a change of clothes and took me a hot shower at the YMCA. You gotta do what you gotta do in situations like this. Oh, look, you can see my U-Haul from here. That's parked at my neighbor's house. I'm sitting up against, you know, some plywood with a tarp over it. Keep it out the rain. And then we got all the babies. These are all the teenagers that we have with us. Well, except for that, that's my Easter egg. She's one of my big girls. And my white leghorn. Poor thing is Cooper's favorite girl, so I really need to get her a saddle for her back. And Daffy and Aflac. And unfortunately, guys, these are all the chickens I have left. The 16 I left at home in Louisiana did not make it until I went back to pick them up. It's nobody's fault. And then we got all the babies. These are all the teenagers that we have with us. Well, except for that, that's my Easter egg. She's one of my big girls. And my white leghorn, poor thing, is Cooper's favorite girl, so I really need to get her a saddle for her back. And Daffy and Aflac. And unfortunately, guys, these are all the chickens I have left. The 16 I left at home in Louisiana did not make it until I went back to pick them up. It's nobody's fault. It's sad, and yeah, I cried. Punk was in that group, and Apple was in that group, and I had a lot of my birds. I had 16 of my birds in that group. About to cry now just thinking about it. But unfortunately, they did not make it, so they will not be coming back up with us. They're no longer with us. But I do have 20, I think I have 22 out here. Well, 19 chickens and 3 ducks. So that's a nice little start. And I'm only an hour from Cackle, and that's where I get all my birds from, Cackle. And I'm less than an hour from them, so I can actually drive to them now and pick up the birds instead of having them shipped to me. So there's always that. But I hope when the guy gets here, he can go get the shed. We're going to start calling it a cabin now. He's going to go get the cabin and see if, and start sliding on the property. Because the rain's not supposed to let up until day after tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure I shot a video of it, but last night we did not sleep in the truck in the rain. Neighbor across the street let me sleep in his shed. So the plan was for Ian to stay in the truck, and because me and Slim snore, and it bothers Ian. Like when we get a hotel together, he complains he can't sleep for all the snoring. So the plan was to let him have the back of the truck and us to sleep in the cabin or in his tool shed. But it was raining, so he could only crack the window a little bit, and it got too hot. So he came in and made a pallet on the floor, and me and Slim slept on the air mattress. Although the air mattress did deflate by morning, we were sleeping on the floor when we woke up. But hey, we had the air mattress under us. It just didn't have no air in it. A little bit, just not enough to keep us up. We were literally on the floor. And I'm sure that offer will stay for tonight if this shed doesn't get moved in. But we went to go talk to the U-Haul place because all of our stuff is still in that U-Haul over there. And today's the day that we were supposed to go turn it in. So if it's not there by 9 a.m. tomorrow, they're going to start charging us $30 a day. So if the shed doesn't come, we're probably going to go rent a storage unit to put everything in. Because, I mean, we can get a storage for $30, you know, for a month. As opposed to $30 a day. So right now, I'm just waiting on the guy to come and see if he could get the building in with his equipment, with the gravel. I mean, there is some gravel we would lay down. It's pretty solid. We can walk through it. That's all the teenagers over there enjoying everything. I hear a puppy barking. Let me find my dog. Here it is, y'all. It's coming. It's coming. There's a 50% chance they're going to be able to get it in today. It's a day late. But it's soaking wet and muddy mess out here. My building. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It's probably been about a half hour since I filmed last. I kind of broke down and cried. I was not expecting the flood of emotion that came with seeing my building coming. Docky boy is loving all this mud. I'm not loving the mud. And the guys moving the home is not loving the mud, but the dog's loving the mud. Yep, the dog's loving the mud. So, with that mule and that skid steer, they're gonna do their best to get it moved in as far back as they can. It already looks so much better, being that someone who actually knew what they were doing on the skid steer made it so much better than the way it was with all the ruts from the tractor. Under that tarp is all of our cinder blocks. And he has pretty much guaranteed me that no matter how level they get it today, it will not be that level tomorrow. But he's gonna have it enough to where we can get all of our stuff moved in. And then once the ground dries out, they're gonna come and put it exactly where I want it. So we still have that. But isn't she a beauty? My home. Maybe I went too big. That's the back door. It comes right outside the loft, so basically all of that inside of that door is Ian's loft. Getting it, ain't steering. Oh, something's happening, it's moving, it's moving. Y'all, that mule is a beast.
You're getting out.
On the front side of it now. Very slow process, little by little. Okay, it's not where I wanted it. It's not where it needs to be. It's way too close to the road. So they didn't block it up or anything. Cannot currently open the back door because it's seized. Because the building's not level. But it's enough for us to get some stuff moved in. So we can stop paying for that U-Haul. And it gives us a dry place to sleep at night. So, I'm beyond happy. Okay, I'm kind of in mud right now, so.